I'm Dustin.
I'm so sleepy.
That's Molly.
Oh.
And this is Reviews for Humans. Vampire Diaries.
What?
Molly has been up since 5 a.m.
I'm up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, especially apparently today is special for some reason.
Just...
We're here to talk about Vampire Diaries. And tonight's episode was better than last week's episode, which was better. Just awful.
It was just like, just Elena, who cares?
So what happened tonight, Molly?
Well, super Vamplaric.
Vamplaric. Hashtags.
Well, wakes up and wants to kill all the vampires in town, and all the other vampires are guys, and Klaus and them wanna. So
he decides to start with Caroline, which is like, why start, you know, with the happiest, shiniest vampire of all, really?
So they have to rescue Caroline.
And so Elena, but first he calls Elena and is like, I got Elena, you better come up here to the school. Which, how did he get to the school? Whatever.
So then he has Elena and
Caroline
trapped, and so of course Stefan and Damon gotta go rescue Elena.
Mm-hmm.
And Bonnie's like, well, we can do a spell. Well, Bonnie's mom, actually. How they can kill a lark by desiccating him with a spell. The catch is that they have to stop a human heart. So of course, who do they use?
Jeremy.
Yeah. Because who's better at dying and coming back to life than Jer? They go after him. They have a big fight. There, and Klaus is there to back him up after Klaus throwing a temper tantrum.
Like an 8-year-old baby child.
And so they all end up at the school together. Of course, the school.
And of course,
why not the school?
Alaric thrashes them all soundly
by like breaking them in half and
but Elena has figured out that Esther bound the two of them together. So if she dies, Alaric dies.
And she's like, I'll kill myself.
She's got a knife. I'll do it. And so Klaus decides. So somehow Klaus escapes from Alaric.
He wakes up. Stefan and Damon are still unconscious.
And he grabs Elena and they flee. But he only flees as far as his mansion, where he decides he's going to drain her of all of her blood.
And so this is when Tyler's brought to the test.
Yes.
Is he still sired to Klaus?
Or not?
He's not.
They ended up using the spell to desiccate Klaus instead of Alaric, which is not
how it was supposed to go down. But it worked, you know. But so now Klaus is in like a mummified state.
And they're going to throw him in the ocean.
Yeah, throw him in the ocean.
So he can't bother nobody no more. Hey, here's a dead body. Let's put some blood.
I fell asleep.
So anyway, in the fight where they desiccate Klaus, Elena falls and hits her head.
But Damon, of course, because it's always Damon.
Yeah.
Stefan's always doing something else. It's always Damon that picks Elena up. For her. So what? Why wouldn't she pick Damon? Who's always there for you, Elena, when you wake up from being knocked unconscious, or drained of blood, or this or that? Damon and his beautiful blue eyes.
Alaric is coming after them all, so Damon and Stefan decide to leave town.
They're gonna leave.
And that night, Elena and all of the Mystic Falls children with no parents gather together and they have a little party. And Alaric goes to the council members and outs Mayor and the sheriff as having vampire supernatural children. But then reveals himself that he's a vampire, and so I don't know what's going to happen.
Gasp! And it ends with Elena painting the room, the spare room.
And then all of a sudden she goes, oh, my face head. And then she falls down, and blood is coming. That's the end of the episode.
So now it's time for...
Scene of the week! Oh, $1 million baby. Yeah. That was our scene of the week.
Hope you liked it.
Molly didn't even see it. She was asleep.
I was asleep, penis.
Yes. So...
I'm Molly.
And I'm Dustin.
This has been...
Reviews for Humans.
Rah, 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 rah.